Hello, I thought I'd talk a little bit today about some of the polishes and abrasives that you can get from Cooksongold. Because I've been making these copper beads and I want them to be really shiny, I've been giving some thought as to how to accomplish that. And there are one or two things that I thought I would show you that have been very useful. I'm sure that most jewellers are familiar with Tripoli polish and jeweller's rouge. Now Tripoli polish is used for the first, it's coarser than the jeweller's rouge and is used for the first buffing and polishing up, and it gets rid of small scratches. It's usually used with a jeweller's wheel, and so of course is the rouge. But I tell you something, you can equally easily use it with a piece of cloth that you've put around your finger and you rub on the block. Until you get a decent coating of the Tripoli, and then you use that on a piece of copper to start cleaning up. I don't think that the cloth is quite as effective as a wheel, obviously, because the wheel is motorized and your finger isn't. But it's still possible to do if, like me, you don't happen to have a jeweller's wheel. The other thing that you can use, of course, is a toothbrush, and this is a child's toothbrush. I chose a child's toothbrush because they're not quite as scratchy as the ones for adults. So you rub it on the surface of the Tripoli. The Tripoli block is so huge, this block I think will outlive me. And then you brush onto the metal with the toothbrush. Polish it off a bit. And then from there you go on to use the jeweller's rouge, which brings the metal up eventually to a very high luster. You need to apply a little bit of force on this because it's quite a hard block. But it is a really effective polish. There we go. It comes up quite lustrous. The other material I've been trying out is a sheet of 800 silicone carbide waterproof abrasive paper. This is a very fine abrasive, and again it can be used for cleaning off scratch marks from a surface. It gives you, to begin with, quite a satin finish. There we go. It's a good idea to rub in one direction so that all the marks you make are in one direction. Having cleaned up the surface of the metal and got rid of scratch marks this way, you then go on and use the Tripoli and the jeweller's rouge. The other product that I've been trying out from Cooksongold, I'm really very impressed by. It's these little polishing pads. You will find them in the cookbook, in the Cooksongold catalogue, the cookbook, in the section on enamelling, and there they are. and they're quite extraordinary. They're tight bonded with micro abrasives, so the catalogue tells me, and the result when you use them is really very impressive. That's the degree of cleaning up that they will do to a metal surface. I don't know if you can see, I've deliberately left some rather unpleasant finger marks on this sheet of copper because I wanted to show you how well these little pads clean it off. There we go. I wonder if the video is picking up the degree to which this mark here is disappearing. There are an awful lot of them. There we go. Look at that. Carry on working on that, and very soon the copper will be as bright as it is in this corner. I'm really very impressed with these little pads, and the wonderful thing of course about all these polishes is that they will work on any metal, whether you're using copper or silver. I've got some silver earrings here that I've started to clean up. These tend to go very, very dull, and a bit of a buff with these incredible little pads, and they are shining again. It takes off quite a lot of rubbish. There are a lot of them in the packet. I think there are about 20 of these little pads in one packet, so they last a long time. And I really think that they're quite miraculous. That shine is lovely. I'm not sure whether the video is picking it up and showing it to you as effectively as I'm seeing it here. Highly recommended these are. So these are some of the ways in which I have been cleaning up my beads. There we go. And then of course they can be further buffed with a soft cloth to carry on bringing up the shine. I hope you found some of this information useful. As I find out more and more about simple procedures that might be helpful to newcomers to this wonderful occupation, I will put on another video. So I hope you've enjoyed it and have found some of it useful.